Welcome back to the #1 simulation football league on YouTube. Check the receipts. With the league history dating back to 2016, we're still carrying the torch into 2025 with the highly anticipated Season 9. This season promises to be our greatest and most historical season as we now have all 32 teams in one file. Get ready to see every team's rebrand, new uniforms, and new city relocations. The Season 9 Reloadverse will be like none other. Expect new storylines, new rivalries, new ways to progress your player, and more chances to see your player each and every week of the RFL season. With over 540 upcoming games, there is no reason you shouldn't be tuned in with the RFL this January. Get in to get your storyline out there and move up the RFL ranks to move on to greatness starting in Season 9. The official RFL is back and better than ever. Lock in.
What's good, Relocation Football League fans? It's your boy Smitty back here in the booth for the final game of the Tuesday night Week 10 doubleheader here in the RFL. Welcome to Austin, Texas, as the 7-2 Austin Armadillos, coached by Coach Roland Woods, on a hot streak. Just lost their last game, but definitely have been performing above expectations, and they're going up against a team that just has not lived up to them this season and still in search for their first win. It's been a lot of woes for the Chicago Cougars, but still many more weeks left to go to try to get their first win. Can it be tonight here live in front of the RFL community? We will find out. Oh my goodness. Roland, get them settings off, man. What you doing, Doc? Anyway, let's go ahead and turn them visuals off. Thought those were off, man. Alright. We're doing it on pre-snap only right there. I already did the volume thing. I assume the visuals was cut off. But with that being said, hey, it's time for this game to finally get underway. Do the Cougars get their first win here tonight? Or will the Armadillos bounce back and improve to 8-2 on the season? We're ready to get this game started. Slow mo, jumping forward, into the game, ball on the tee, and here we go. Week 10, Tuesday night final game underway as this return will get out to the 26-yard line, and coming out for the first time in a while, it's James Ramos, traded for from the Mexico City Diablos. And now here he is, rocking the number 4, looking to lead this offense to its first victory here in a live game. Last time they had a live game, it was against the Voyagers, a tough loss, 21-10. And here goes a run with Darnell Hodge, as he is shut down in the backfield, wrestled down by Dugan's in company. So 1-yard loss on the first play. They'll come out here now in the I formation. And bouncing outside, doing too much. It is another loss of a yard on the play. And just trying to bounce the run play out. Kind of see the vision, but just a little bit too slow for getting out there. And that's the problem when you try to bounce out those runs. It seems like a good little move. You're getting some space, but it still takes a while to get back to that line of scrimmage to gain yards. And here goes James Ramos, first pass attempt as a Cougar. Getting pressure, throws, got the completion, and a big hit stick laid down by Mike O'Neal. 4th down. And the Dillos defense will force a punt. Fair catch, not going to be called. Brought down at the 37, and we will now get a look at the leader of the #1 offense in the RFL, leader in touchdown passes. And what is going on here? A man got absorbed in a black square. I don't know what happened. But it's Chum Lee, guys. Couldn't see the statistics, but it leads in passing yards, touchdowns. He has 21 touchdown passes this season to 8 interceptions. Play action. Here goes the throw. Great defense. Swatted away. Incomplete. Second down for the Dillos. And one thing about this Cougars defense, they are top 10 in every category despite being 0-8. And here goes a sack on the play by the rookie out of Oklahoma, Austin Sanders. Great pressure. And look at this. You saw Ed Ritter starting to seep through, and Sanders with the one-on-one able to beat Sam Boss, their second highest overall rated lineman. And the Dillos are looking at a 3rd and 19. Pressure's coming again by Sanders. He will throw this up, though, and it is swatted away by Brady Knight. Ever since Brady Knight came over from the Bulls, I mean, this guy's been an absolute stud at that linebacker position no matter where he goes. Doing good in coverage there. Both defenses coming out strong. A 3-and-out fair catch going to be called in the offense, with James Ramos under the helm once again. We'll get started at the 23. The Cougars have played in a lot of real close games, just have not been able to come out on top. Can they give the Dillos a run for their money at their home field? As Ramos will throw on the move, it will be caught trying to reach for that first down. He'll fall a yard short, and there is an injury to an offensive lineman, and that's never good. They're going to lose Perry Borum, a free agent pickup, used to be a former Dublin Celtic Tiger. Play action as Ramos, with pressure in his face, fires. Cannot be caught by Chidori Bolejak. Good defense. 3rd and 1. We'll see if they'll hand this one off to Hodge here. They'll go play action. Got a wide open man. And it's a first down for Chicago as they go right back to Bolejak. You know, he's received some criticism throughout his career, but I just feel like Chidori Bolejak is an impact wide receiver. He's not going to wow you with his speed. He's only got 85 speed, but he just finds ways to get open and make the big catches. Good job getting open there to move the chains as Ramos will fire again, and right now this offense is in full drive. Ramos looking really solid as he connects for 5 yards out to his tight end, Mason Maynard. And a quick throw as that will be caught, bouncing off the hit stick forward to the 40-yard line. A first down to KH. Contavious Henderson, their top wide receiver. 97 overall. And Ramos is just dealing right now as he finds Tyreek Bryant, second-year receiver out of Georgia. Chop the dreads off. Weak eye formation. Receivers on the left side. Ramos will fire again, and it's another great ball. And guess who? It's Chidori Bolejak getting out to the 21-yard line, and Ramos is in full command of this offense right now. But can he finish? That is the key. They've had drives where they've been able to move and get down the field, but can they get points? Here's another throw out on the move. This time, sails too high. Second down, and they will run the ball. Hodge, 3 yards, 2 carries, just 2 yards. Hodge has yet to record a single rushing touchdown this season here all the way in week 10. He has definitely struggled. There's an underneath throw. Contavious Henderson cutting up the field, and he's got a 1st and goal for Chicago. It's looking solid right now. I probably would have went with Maynard there, but I guess Ramos was seeing that there was another linebacker sitting, possibly waiting on that. So a great read by the Penn State product as he will look to throw again. Pressure's coming. Rolling outside. Trying to take off, but will be sacked on the play by guess who? The new addition and Thunderbird legend, Isaiah Ingram. That's one guy off the edge you're just not going to beat, man. 90-plus speed as a DN. And this is an all-out blitz. Throws it up. Dangerous pass to Contavious Henderson as that is swatted away, incomplete. Good defense there by Tyreek Bridges, who's been key in crucial games for the Armadillos. Dangerous pass again, trying to go to Joey Bolychak in one-on-one coverage. But it is broken up, incomplete. Good defense by Hayden Harrell. Another addition via trade for the Armadillos from the Barons. And the field goal attempt for the game's first points is up and good as Davis knocks it through the uprights. 3-0 Chicago. That was a good-looking drive. But again, the problem with Chicago this season has been scoring. The Cougars are dead last in the RFL in points and as an offense. And something's got to change. Will Ramos be the answer? And here goes, as I talked about earlier, Chum Lee leading the RFL in touchdown passes with 21, looking to add to that total. Currently, he's been stuck at 5th in MVP votes, but I think it was mainly because of the interceptions. If he can tone that down, then he definitely can be a good front runner as they'll run the ball there and get nothing. Just tackled in the backfield. This has been the issue for the Austin Armadillos this season. They just cannot seem to get a consistent run game going, but the pass game has been so prolific that really, they haven't really needed it. And a broken tackle made there by the 6'10 tight end, Mahi Watson. And all he can do is get back to the line of scrimmage. And it's now 3rd and 11. Gotta love how Chicago's defense has been playing. As I talked about, it's crazy to have a top 10, borderline top 5 defense in the league. Oh man. Big gain here though for the tight end, Luis Luciano, who gets all the way inside the 35 to the 34-yard line. Caught Chicago napping there. Man-to-man coverage. It's almost like a mismatch, man. That's Mansour Chappelle going up against a tight end that you can pretty much call a receiver. Virtually unguardable for linebackers and safeties. The weapons on this squad is ridiculous. There goes Jordy Johnson getting a carry as Ed Ritter brings him down. And mentioned earlier in the chat, we saw Roby mentioning Ed Ritter's been away off of injury, and he's already shown his impact applying pressure, making plays like that for no gain. He'll lock this one up. Catch going to be made by Luciano on Knight. They will run it. Good cutback here by Dixon. First down. Looks like they had him, but somehow he found a way to slither his way through the crease. Another thing about this run game is, even though it hasn't been good statistically, Dixon has found ways to keep drives going with the needed yards. He's not going to get you a lot, but he's going to get you the yards you need. As he'll have a nice catch there. Still on his feet. Oh my goodness, what a hit. He said, hey, you may be tough. May have broken that tackle, but eat this. Good job, he held on to the football. But my goodness, he took us. That's probably one of the hardest hits we've seen this season. Here's a run. Shaquille Vick, backup running back, having to check in. You know, a little banged up after that hit, I guess. Mansour Chappelle. His first game as a Cougar, he forced 2 fumbles. But that's one guy you don't want to run into. Former Stimmer. Here's a throw to the end zone. And a great hit. They're going to say the ball never crossed the line. So it's 3rd and goal. Will they look to run it? That is the end of the first quarter. And so put your 2s up in the chat. The Cougars lead it by 3, but the Dillos are knocking on the door at the centimeter-yard line. Will they score, or will the Cougars get the stop? They didn't have Levi Dixon, I think, in the backfield, but now after a timeout break, oh man, they got Jordy Johnson in the backfield here. Are they going to give him the carry? Yes, they will, and Jordy Johnson going to add a rushing touchdown on the season. Wow. They're going with a different style of offense here tonight. They typically like to run that New Orleans, but tonight they're running that San Fran, and that's why you're seeing Johnson in the backfield. And he's able to score. Extra point is up. It's good. 4-point game. 7-3. 10 plays, 73 yards. The Armadillos go. What an impact player Johnson has been this year. Here's a return from about the 5. Brought down at the 25. And James Ramos, I mean, he led a really good drive last time down the field. Unfortunately, he could not get in the end zone. Looking to see if he can repeat that same success. Nice cut here. Hodge almost breaks loose. I'd probably say that was a touchdown save and tackle made there by Joshua Moore. Back to Hodge. Oh, this is actually going to be JT Cheeseborough, rookie out of Michigan. He looked great in the preseason. He looked great even given the opportunities so far he's gotten during the season, and he's able to scoop up a nice first down there. Cheeseborough, 22 years old, played a couple years at Michigan in the college series, and Hodge explodes forward for 2 yards. Offense starting to get things going. 4-man rush. He's going to throw into the flats here. 2 yards. Michael Kelly was just re-signed to a 4-year deal with the Dillos. Able to secure the tackle. Safety showing some pressure here as he'll be in the box on the left side. And they're sending him on a blitz. Pressure gets there and down. Ramos will go for a sack. And it's the former Chicago Cougar, William Vargas, who's going to get to him. Great job here by just the pressure. You knew they were going to send the heat once you saw that safety in the box. But it definitely was too much for this offensive line. Overwhelmed them, and Vargas was able to see through as Ramos had no options. Got some blockers out there in front of him. And a good return to the 33-yard line. The offense right back out onto the field. Chumlee leading the league in passing yards. You can see right there, he's definitely going to have over 3,500 bar any injury or anything this season. He's just been phenomenal. I formation. Dixon lowering the shoulder, gets 2 yards. Second down. And number one passing offense, number one offense in terms of points per game. And the only category is running that they have not been too good. Near bottom of the league at 29th. Surprisingly, their defense has been a little bit in the bottom half of the league as well. The throw on the outside is flat out dropped by Chris Braun. Wow. I mean, coverage was there, but ball right there in his lap. Just flat out drops it. Could have been a first down pickup. Instead, fair catch called at the 15-yard line after the punt. Caught by Deshaun Jones, former Miami Hurricane, back in College Series 2. And Ramos gets another crack at it after getting sacked his last play of the last drive. 4-man rush. Ramos fires. There's a flag on the field. Will this be holding or a late hit on the quarterback? Holding. Oh, man. Killer right there. Cole Madavi. Gonna push him back 10 yards from spot of the penalty. And so it's now a 1st and 17. And this is a couple of mistakes that set you back. Somehow Ramos shakes out of there away from Isaiah Ingram. And he's got some late afterburners to run away from the incoming defenders. So that's going to turn out to be a 12-yard rush to make it a 2nd and 5. I formation. We just started to pull away from those guys. Boyd Going to pick up 3 yards, and Isaiah Ingram in on that play. Needing 2 yards here. They'll run, and here goes Hodge for the first down. 20 yards on 5 carries. That's a 4-yard per carry average, so doing well so far tonight. Trips look to the right side here as Ramos going to go with a counter. And this is blown up by Austin. 1-yard loss. Out in the weak eye. Good cut. Here goes Boyd. Big hit stick. But will hold on. Marvin Heaney, one of the old vets and hard-hitting safeties in the league right there, showing you why. 3rd and 2. Once again, Ramos tasked to try to pick it up, and that is caught by Contavious Henderson. I like the thought process there. Just knowing who immediately this ball has to go to. Didn't matter if the coverage was there. They trust Henderson to make that play, and he comes through for it to move the chains. Nice cut. And Hodge with an 8-yard rush. 2nd and 2. Hodge having himself a solid game here for the Cougars right now. They can get that run game going, and Ramos keeps playing the way he is. Oh, man. Sacked on this play. Didn't have a chance. Took too long on the fake there and got absolutely decked by Hayden Harrell. He just came right off the right side edge, and perfect time to call a blitz. They've been able to convert on 2 3rd and 2s. Now they need 5 times as many yards. It's 3rd and 10. Ramos has got the completion, but he's inches short of the first down. What will Chicago do here? Mason Maynard has moved the chains, and why not, man? It's an 0-8 season. Go for it. You have nothing to lose. I formation. JT Cheeseborough gets the call, and the rookie will convert. First down, Chicago. Nice little rotation of running backs here for Chicago. All of them delivered. Ramos got an incompletion. Thought he caught it. Maynard did have it for a second. That is David Leathers, man. He has been an absolute beast in the middle of this defense for Austin. And Hodge, oh my goodness, put the shoulder down and say, "Hey, you wanna hit stick one of my guys? Catch this shoulder pad to the face mask." That is a 6-yard gain. 3rd and 4. Ramos, wide open man. Here goes Matt Smith to the 15. First down. Chicago, 2-minute warning has struck. Oh my goodness, man. Chicago just laying it all out there, hoping for their first win. Ramos has not looked bad at all here in his first game. He throws, and oh man, Jenks almost got him there. Off the hands of Carlton Baines, who has been able to sneak away a couple interceptions this season himself. Ramos will fire. Contavious Henderson hitting the deck, though. If he had just stayed up, probably would have had a shot at getting the first down. A great separation. 3rd and 3. JT Cheeseborough is checked in. And Ramos misses a wide open Henderson over the middle. Got to make that throw. Missed opportunity there, and they'll have to send out Davis. And Davis knocks it through. 1-point ball game, 6-7. Where Chicago has really lost games has been in the second half, though. They've got to hold tight like they are right now. This return will be from the 4-yard line. We have yet to see this offense really flex. but they do still have the lead. See if Chumlee can put together a scoring drive. As that is caught for a 3-yard gain. Justin Blake, former Michigan Wolverine. Timeout call. Justin Blake was injured earlier within the season. He's been back a couple of weeks now here for Austin. He's been making some great catches too. Big plays for Austin when given the opportunity. Young guys finally getting a chance to shine here in Austin. Talked about Chris Brown earlier too. Here goes the Heat. Sack on the play in Chicago. Going to recover at the 15 where they last left off. So already in position to take the lead for the second time here tonight. And man, Austin Sanders has been wreaking havoc off that left side. Second sack for him tonight. Under center bunch look to the right side. Ramos fires wide open man. Mason Maynard to the end zone. He's going to fall at the 1. First and goal. I mean, the way these running backs have looked, why not give Hodge, Cheeseborough, or Boyd a chance? They'll give it to Hodge, looking for his first rushing touchdown of the season, and he will not get it. Shut down behind the line of scrimmage. Almost seems like he's cursed down here. They're going to give him another chance, and he's got it. His first rushing touchdown, and Chicago will take the lead back. It's been tough, but I'm not going to lie. This offense is in motion right now with Ramos, and these backs performing very well. Not opting to go for 2. They'll just take the points. Guess just want to keep momentum constant. Don't want to risk, missing the 2-point conversion, making it a less point lead at the end of the day. Well, take the 6-point lead, 13-7. 48 seconds left here for Austin. We got 2 timeouts too. Is Jordy Johnson on kick return too? Oh no, it's not. I was about to say. Guy's doing everything. It's actually Corey Smith. I don't know if anybody remember him. He was a speed demon at Texas in the RFL College Series. Him and Tip Soto was a problem. 1st and 10. Lee fires. Oh, it's intercepted. Picked off, going the other way. He's going to beat him. It's a touchdown for the rookie out of Miami, Brian Brown. And Chicago will take a 2-score lead. And that's interception number 9, and this has been the problem for Chumlee as to why he has not led in any award categories. Leads the RFL in touchdowns, but again, up there in interceptions. I think he now ties for the most interceptions among quarterbacks this season. Almost averaging a pick a game as the kick is up, and it is good. 20-7. Cougars lead by 13. Wow, Chicago going to get their first win? They have already tied for the most points they've scored this season in the first half. Last time these guys were able to score 20 points was against the Sentinels in an overtime game where they lost 23-20. And that was back in week 2. Ever since then, the most points they scored were last week against the Diablos, which was 18 points. Completion there, going to be made. They're at the 37-yard line. 27 seconds. One more timeout remaining. And that will be held on to by Luciano for first down. And throws it away. I don't know if that would be a good jinx, Frankie. If I said that, wouldn't the opposite happen? There's a throw away. "16 seconds. And he's just been attacking that side. Good catch and everything there. They're going to have to punt it away. Chicago's defense has been superb. Fair catch going to be called at the 11. And if I'm Chicago with this lead right now, I know you got a timeout, but just run the ball. Ramos looks like they might, based off this formation. It's closed in. Single back. Motion, and Hodge bouncing off a hit stick from Ingram and gaining a yard. That is the end of the first half of play, guys and boys. Chicago has come ready to play. Too much talk, I think they heard from Coach Rowland. And, man, they are on the verge to try to win their first game. But, again, we've seen Chicago in this situation before. And second half of games is usually where they just seem to lose it. You know, can they hold fast here tonight on the road? We'll see. Tomorrow, we got some primetime games. The Pioneers and the Sentinels, along with the Aviators and Black Knights, going at it in premiere at 4 p.m. Eastern. You guys got in that one, along with the rest of these games, 6 p.m. Eastern. The Shamrocks and the Monarchs and the Tigers and Diablos will be going at it there. And then at 8 p.m. Eastern, the Marshals and the Steelers. That's another winless team looking for their first win. Also, Chicago playing stellar defense, good offense. It has a 13-point lead. It will be Austin, though, that will receive the ball in the second half. This is where they have to set the tone. They'll take this one from the 7. A solid return there from Brian Rucker. No, there's an injury. And he'll cop a squat on the bench. Brian Rucker, former Beast, South Carolina Gamecock back in the college series. Here's a throw, too high. Dangerous. That was accurate. Probably could have got picked off by Pierce. Chumlee bombing one deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete for a second. I thought Chris Braun was going to come down with that. Not going to lie, he did that a few times back in his collegiate days for LSU. But hey, the pros, different beasts. Not happening here. Trips look to the right side. Lee fires. Got a man. Luciano's going to get the first down. What an effort. And this is what makes this offense almost virtually unstoppable. I mean, what can't they do? All right? You get them in a third and long situation. You got a tight end that's fast, that can't really be guarded. You have not seen much at all from Jordy Johnson, though. They've had him in the backfield. He's got a rushing touchdown. Has been in the lineup, though. Just has not taken off yet. Leads the RFL in receiving yards. And that's a great play. Big gain over the middle of the field. It's Levi Dixon, former USC Trojan, to the 42-yard line. It's crazy, you know, as the league gets older, just remembering these guys from college and making plays. Love it. You won't catch that one, though. That's broken up, incomplete. And they'll line up in the pistol. Lee! He's got a completion. Nice catch. Big hit there. Not going to matter. Hit was laid down by Nathan Pierce. And a good ball there It looked a little bit crowded, but guess who? Luis Luciano clutching out another third down conversion. And Chumlee just sees, hey, there's two guys on one. Let me just throw it in that area. One of my guys got to come down with it. And Luciano, being the vet that he is, able to concentrate and catch the ball. Empty set. Chumlee holding on to the ball too long. Gets sacked on the play by Robbie Havner. And yeah, you just can't have this happen. I mean, you got options. You're either going to throw that screen out there to Levi Dixon, which was a long field side throw, or you're going to throw the other screen on the right side. So he could have threw to either side there, had the time. I think Levi wasn't set up yet, and that was his read. So that's probably why he took that sack. But he could have went the other way. Opted not to do that. And Lee, feeling some pressure, just checks it down as he is able to find Levi Dixon. And this is a 3rd and 16. All I know is Chicago better be looking for 18 or 82. And another sack. Trying to set up a screen, and this is going to knock him out of field goal range as he is brought down by Wally Herman, the rookie from Baylor. Oh, man, probably got to scrap that, man. He is not delivering on these screens. Wow, 2 crucial sacks knocks Austin out of range as this punt will angle itself towards the right sideline. Good punt, though. They'll get him inside the 15 at the 14. 1st and 10. And if Chicago can put together another methodical drive that ends in 6, boy, this could spell trouble for the Dillos as this was threaded in but could not be caught. Good defense. Ramos. Wow, that's going to be caught on the sideline by Contavious Henderson. And you couldn't have asked for better coverage or a better ball thrown by Ramos. Man, he is looking like he could be something here in Chicago. And this is good defense by Austin. Nowhere for Hodge to go. He tried to make a way, tried to cut back, and just as it seems as if he had a lane, had a defender right there waiting on him. Great job by Cam. And he'll have to punt it away. Hayden Harold's been all over the place too. And Rucker back in the game, returning kicks down at the 40. And this is really the reason why Levi Dixon has been in running back of the year candidacy. I really don't understand why they would do. I know he leads, he's tied for the most rushing touchdowns, but his average and everything has not been too good to be able to beat other backs. Probably Offensive Player of the Year type nomination or something, but 9 rushing touchdowns. He tries to get a run there, stuffed in the backfield for just a yard. Stretching things out. Good blocks. Even better tackle made there. Mansour Chappelle, man, ever since he's came over here, boy, he's made an impact. Like I said, his first game, he was able to force 2 fumbles. He's just everywhere. Pressure again. There's a flag, and this is definitely a late hit, and that's a rookie mistake by Austin Sanders. He had it. Had to stop right there. He wanted to sack so bad. He gave up 15 yards and a first down. Four-man rush. Lee got a man open, and man, monstrous hit on Levi Dixon. And it looks like the Cougars trying to rough him up. I mean, he's got a reputation for hurting guys you know, when he's giving the ball, punishing guys at the end of runs with, you know, trucking and things like that. But Chicago seems to have their number, and it's another sack here for Chumlee. Again, easy pickings for Robbie Havner, but these screenplays just aren't working for him. And it just doesn't seem like they're setting up fast enough on the screen. So he's waiting for the receivers to turn around to throw the ball. Sometimes you got to throw it a little early to anticipate the blocks and everything being there. You see other quarterbacks do that, but Chumlee, he's not trusting it, and it's costing him big yards. If you're going to do that, at least throw the ball away. As Lee is pressured and has to throw it away here. 4th down, and again, out of field goal range. They'll have to punt it away. Had a great punt that pinned him inside the 15 last time. This one's going to pin him inside the 10 as Ramos will start at the 9. You got to be careful towards your own end zone here. They'll run it. Hodge cannot break the tackle. It's a great tackle made there by Hayden Harold. This guy's everywhere. Safety absolutely doing his job. Got the completion. And Contavious Henderson has been killing with that. I mean, anytime you get him the football in space, he can just make the most out of that play. The big thing is just getting him the football. That's been the problem this year for Chicago. Haven't been able to consistently do that. Here goes a screen that is caught, probably better off dropped. And that's going to lose him 3 yards. It's a great job, though, by the defensive tackle, man. He ate the block and the ball catcher. Good Bully Jack quickly bursting up the field for some extra yards. It's a big 3rd and 4. Strong I formation. Trying to keep the drive alive and going. Lobs it up, and it is almost intercepted. Swatted away. Incomplete. 4th down. Good defense by Carlton Baines. Saw what Ramos tried to do there. Try to get some air underneath that pass, but did not lay it out far enough in front of the intended receiver. And now we're looking at a punt here. And Chumlee out on the offense, man. He's struggled with taking sacks here. He's also been picked off. That was a bad play right there. I guess he never saw the rookie Brian Brown. You can see Austin Sanders, the rookie from Oklahoma, got to him twice. Got sacked twice also from Robbie Havner. And Armadillos got to scrap those screens. They're just not getting set up fast enough. Play action. He will fire over the middle of the field and has to have a big play to Jordy Johnson at some point. And there it goes. 1st down, Dillos. This is a great ball. Hey, look at that. Boom, throws him. Probably would have been better if it was actually on him, straight on the chest and kind of up the field. I think he would have been able to take that one to the house, but Mansour Chappelle, touchdown saving tackle, couldn't get there fast enough to try to make a play on it. And there he is getting a carry. Jordy Johnson. And this guy thinks he's He-Man or something. Tried to lower the shoulder, even run a few guys over. Try to get his lick back for Marvin Heaney. Didn't turn out as he thought, though, but decent 3-yard gain. They will give the carry off to Dixon. And Ed Ritter, again, no Coach Roby excited to have him back, as that is going to be just a 1-yard gain. 3rd and 6 for what may be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Austin Sanders with the trifecta, 3 sacks. And if I'm not mistaken, if this guy gets 5 sacks on the season, he might get a huge XP boost. And they're forcing a punt. That is it, guys. The 4th and final quarter is here, and the Cougars are looking for their first win of the season in a huge upset on the road over the Dillos in a live game. Wow, is this it? Is the winless streak over? Put your fours up in the chat. Dillos punting this away, and boy, these punts have been masterful. Great job by Lucas McMahon. He's been getting them inside the 15 every time. Play action. Ramos lofts it up. What a catch made there by Tyreek Bryant. He had to go up and get that thing. And that's one thing he's got. He's got some bounce on him. Caught that by the fingertips over the shoulder. Look at this. Had him beat. Boom. Give me that. Good ball, too, by Ramos. He's getting some nice lift on these passes. Last time it came up short. That time, right where it needed to be. Ramos going deep down the field. It's underthrown. He had him too. If he had been able to get that out in front, that would have been a touchdown all day for Bryant. Fortunately, could not get it done. Boyd trying to run, stopped at the line. Trips look to the field side. James Ramos, one-on-one down the field. Ramos moving around. He's scrambling, but he's going to be hawked down by Isaiah Ingram, man. When this guy chases you, you can't do nothing, man. If that was any other defensive end, probably would have got away. But Isaiah Ingram, I think that's sack number 10 for him on the season as that punt goes away out of bounds at the 16. Good punt there. Chumlee back out onto the field. Another look at his rough game here against the Cougars. Isaiah Ingram also, by the way, has the record for the most sacks in a single season in the RFL with 29 and a half. I almost had 30 in the pros. That's just ridiculous. I don't know if we'll ever have a season like that again. We were pretty high up there, though. I think it's season 8, season 9. We found ways to tune the sacks down this year. Still pretty up there, but variety of different players getting there. And I think a big reason for that is the fact that we aren't rolling with abilities this season. And honestly, I like the fact that we don't have abilities based off how this season is going. Just really get a little bit more realistic play. Just overall, you know, guys getting a chance. That is good defense. Brady Knight able to break that up. He's been great in coverage. That drag might be open there. He'll finally throw one deep, and it is broken up, incomplete, and it is Brady Knight again. This guy's got 3 pass deflections. Covering well at the linebacker position. This defense has been locking up. They'll take this one from the 34 and down at the 39. 5-yard return. And Ramos has had a stellar Chicago Cougar debut. First opportunity to play for this franchise, and he has not disappointed. Came in and put Owen Legger over him. There's a throw over the middle. The catch was made by Bryant, 2 yards shy of the first down. I formation. Ramos in the flats, and actually did his team a service by dropping that ball. They lost a few yards. They'll toss it out there, and Hodge is shut down. I never really liked toss plays on those 3rd and longs, you know, 3rd and shorts. You got to get excellent blocking for this play to really just pop off, and rarely do you. A lot of great pursuit defenses out here in the RFL. Rather see them running between the tackles there on that play. They'll punt it away instead. Tell you what, the Austin Armadillos this season has been a great second half and fourth quarter team. They're still only down by 2 possessions. So if I'm Chicago, you kind of want to hope the next time your offense gets out there, points get put on the board. Because if not, and these guys find the rhythm, things can change fast. Good block in there. Good run. 7 yards. Tackle made there by Keone Jones. Currently leading the ARC for Defensive Back of the Year. Empty set. Got a stack down at the bottom, but they'll motion out of it. Levi Dixon goes behind. And almost intercepted by Jones there. That would have probably sealed the game. Austin getting lucky there. Can they make Chicago pay for missing that opportunity? Fire over the middle, and that they do. Jordy Johnson brought down at the 36. Austin first down, though. And that middle was wide open. A little bit of a delayed in dragging route. And those tend to catch defenses off guard a lot. See this a lot, with tight end angle and running back angle routes. And the throw into the flats. Good cut up the field as he falls a yard short. 9-yard gain for Williams. Brandon Williams on the reception there. 69 overall tight end, age of 25. Checks it down. Easy read. First down. Nobody around him. And you can see Cougars pretty much dead last in sacks. They've got 6 here tonight against Chumlee, and that has been the big difference in this ballgame. Outside of the screen plays, I still don't feel as if Chumlee is feeling uneasy in the pocket. Good defense there. Pierce in coverage, able to make the immediate tackles. Still a solid 4-yard gain on the first down play. Pistol formation, time starting to wind down, but the Dillos understanding they've got time. As long as you get the touchdown, that can change a lot in this game as that is swatted away. How about this secondary, man? They have been amazing. Former gunner there, George McCann, laying out for that one. Blitz being sent. Good coverage. Big time catch made by Williams. First down, Dillos. And they're getting in that rhythm. Little by little, they're chipping away at this tough defense. Even though they gave up 1 touchdown, they did not make it easy. It had to be a double-digit drive for the Dillos, as it's looking, it has to be right now. Under 5.5 minutes to go. And that will be caught as Braun picks up 8. Nice little quick stick route. Solid gain. Dixon to the right of Lee. They'll give him a carry. Defense not expected, and it's a first down. Good play call. Like how they spread them out, making it seem like they're going fast. And if you got any time to try to run a little bit, it's right now. You don't want to run too much. Time is winding down. It's kind of working against you. But you do have that time. You got the 2-minute warning still. You still got all 3 of your timeouts. And here goes a big-time run. And there is Laundry. So this might be coming back. Oh, there it is. Fredo Vasquez, the rookie out of USC, having a rookie moment. And that hurts him greatly. Quick throw, Justin Blake. He's got the reception. And that'll be a 5-yard gain. Lee got to throw it away. Stepped up in the pocket, and that pocket condensed quickly. Now 3rd and 11. We're at almost 3.5 minutes in this thing, and Austin's, they've got to score pretty soon. They try to run on a 3rd and long here. I don't know about that one. They were probably hoping to get some chunk yards, so they knew they were going for it on fourth, but they have to get it. Shot to the end zone. It's intercepted again. Keanu Jones will not be denied this time as he caps it off and sets his offense up at the 20-yard line. And that could seal this game. Interception number 10 for Chumlee on the season. And that's just not a good decision there. One-on-one, you try their best defensive back, and he has probably snatched this away, literally, from the Dillos. How about the Cougars? Is Ramos the answer? Carey only gets 1 yard in the backfield, that is, so the defense shut it down. Hodge couldn't get it done. I mean, we got a lot of firsts. Even Hodge got his first rushing touchdown of the season. They'll stretch it out. Boyd gets the yard back. It's third down. We've reached the 2-minute warning. A 2-score game. Very unlikely the Dillos come back, but there's always a sliver of a chance. If you got all 3 of your timeouts, you've hit the 2-minute warning, they need to stop right here. If they get this first down, oh, they just stop them just short. And they have no choice but to burn the timeout there. So they have to hope they score very fast and recover an onside kick. You have seen an onside kick recovered, so it's very much possible. And actually, if I'm not mistaken, it was actually recovered by the Dillos. They were the last ones to do it against the Dreadnoughts. Didn't help them win the game, though. Chumlee, 23 of 40, 226 yards, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions. The Chicago defense has made him look human this season in this game. Lee's got the completion. They've got to hurry up. Looks like they're trying to save their timeouts. Under a minute and a half. Lee needs big plays. Got the completion to Braun. Quick 7-second runoff. Right back on the line. Checks it down, hoping that he can get out of bounds, which he does. Only 2 yards. He's going to have to look for something deep down the field. They've kept Jordy Johnson in check. Had a couple of big splash plays down the field, but have not seen the end zone receiving-wise. And there goes Braun. Big play. There goes a timeout. Exactly 1 minute left. Somehow it looks like Chumlee's going to find a way to get a 300-yard game out of this. Quick throw. Jordy Johnson. 7 yards. They've got to score quickly. Lee cannot throw the ball off in time, and that is sack number 4. Wow, what a game by Austin Sanders. Lee got to throw this thing. Finally does. Almost intercepted a third time. Mansour Chappelle is on it. He will fire this one, and that is a turnover on downs. Chances have dropped to absolute 0, and the Chicago Cougars are going to get their first win of the season. Wow. What a ride it's been for this team. Offense still got to try to figure some things out. They've only amounted to about 17 or 13 points on the board here. But Ramos has taken care of the football. He's been able to move the offense down the field. The running backs perform. Hodge got his first touchdown. Clock hits 0, and that is the first win for the Chicago Cougars as they upset the Austin Armadillos 20-7. Wow. 1-8, they will go on the season. And as for the Armadillos, they're starting to dip off. Well, we'll see how far that may go, as it's their longest losing streak, and they've lost to another team other than the Dreadnoughts as they fall to 7-3. Man, what a day of games it has been. Doubleheader closes. Cougars getting their first win, and we saw the Celtic Tigers in the final seconds able to defeat their rivals in the Hogs. And we got more action coming you guys' way tomorrow. 5 games: Pioneers, Sentinels, Aviators, Black Knights, Shamrocks, Monarchs, Tigers, Diablos, and Marshals, Steamers. Marshals looking for their first win of the season as well. With that being said, it's your boy Smitty, RFL Commissioner and play-by-play commentator. And I gotta mention, hey, Cougars did it, man. They got the dub. I'll go ahead and show you guys the stats. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.